Title: The Vanishing Diamond. Detective John Anderson sat at his desk, sifting through the case files. The notorious Vanishing Diamond had struck again, leaving behind a string of baffled investigators. The rare, blue diamond worth millions had vanished without a trace, leaving no witnesses and no leads. Anderson was determined to crack the case, and he had a hunch that the thief was someone within the diamond's tight-knit circle. He focused his attention on the diamond's previous owners, a group of wealthy socialites who often flaunted their treasures at exclusive parties. After days of tireless investigation, Anderson found a common thread: a man named Richard Manning. Richard was a charming and enigmatic individual who had attended all the parties where the diamond had been displayed. He was known for his impeccable taste in jewelry and his knowledge of rare gems. Convinced he was on the right track, Anderson arranged for Richard to be brought in for questioning. As the detective stared into Richard's steel-blue eyes, he knew he had to tread carefully. Richard's reputation as a collector made him influential and well-connected. During the interrogation, Richard remained composed, denying any involvement in the diamond's disappearance. But Anderson sensed a flicker of unease in his eyes, a hint that Richard was hiding something. Determined to break through his facade, Anderson intensified his scrutiny. As the pressure mounted, Richard's cool exterior began to crack. He confessed that he had indeed stolen the Vanishing Diamond. However, he claimed that he was merely a pawn in a larger game. He explained that a notorious criminal mastermind, known only as the Shadow, had blackmailed him into stealing the diamond to settle a deep debt. Richard offered to cooperate with Anderson, revealing what little information he knew about the Shadow. The detective saw an opportunity to bring down a major criminal network, and he struck a deal with Richard. In exchange for his assistance, Richard would receive protection and a reduced sentence. Together, Anderson and Richard embarked on a dangerous journey to unveil the identity of the Shadow. Their investigation led them through a labyrinth of hidden alliances, double crosses, and secret meetings. As they closed in on their target, they discovered that the Shadow had his eyes set on an even grander prize: the world's largest diamond, the Black Sun. With time running out, Anderson and Richard raced against the clock to prevent the Shadow's ultimate heist. The final confrontation unfolded in a deserted warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Amidst a flurry of gunfire and smoke, the truth behind the Shadow's identity was revealed: a respected businessman with a secret life of crime. In the climactic battle, Anderson managed to apprehend the Shadow, bringing him to justice. The stolen diamonds were recovered and returned to their rightful owners, including the Vanishing Diamond. Richard, true to his word, received a reduced sentence and a chance to rebuild his life. As Detective Anderson reflected on the case, he understood that even in the darkest corners of humanity, there was still a glimmer of redemption. The Vanishing Diamond had tested his skills and resolve, but in the end, justice prevailed, and a new chapter began for those caught in its treacherous web. Note: this is an original crime story created for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to actual events or persons is purely coincidental,